So we have posted a journal entry, then we have allocated the balances of the same journal entry into different financial dimension values, like in between the locations. So today we'll do the same process, but we will use these different methods, fixed percentage and fixed weight, and then basis method lately, and try to do some transactions. So we have to do 4 steps. So first one is we have done it already, allocation journal we have created, so no need to create it once again. So from here we have to follow each step to create the allocation rule and run the process allocation request, and then go and check the allocation journal and post it. So we have 3 steps to do. So before that we should have a source transaction which we have to divide. So we have to post a transaction first. So later we can divide that particular balance in that account of the transaction. So yesterday we have posted gift expenses account debit to cash account credit 4 lakhs. Later we have divided the same entry in between the dimension values. So we will do the same now. We will use another account today, like salary account, salary expenses account, and let us see how we can uh, use the other method, like fixed percentage we will use today. Okay. So for that, I am going into general ledger. I'm in MRF. You can see I'm going into general ledger. I'm going to journals to post a source transaction first. So in order to divide or to allocate, we should definitely have a transaction, right? So I will post that transaction first. Batch number 26, general journal, go to lines. So we are in lines. So I want to post an expense transaction for salary expenses as a source transaction. So can someone guide me how I can post that transaction or create that transaction? Anyone? I want to.
We have to give the account.
Okay, pick the account. Which account?
Salary account.
Okay, salary expense account. Where is this? It is here, 5 lakh one. So I picked it.
So no
Then
need to give the dimensions.
okay, no need to take the dimensions.
Have to give the debit amount.
So then the debit amount, I'll give it as something like 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs salaries I'm paying.
Have to select the offset
Then
account.
account, I'll select the offset account as cash
Okay.
account from which I'm paying my salaries. Okay. See here, I am creating a transaction paying salaries for all the locations at a time. Here, or assume that assume that I'm paying salaries for all the location at a time here. Okay. I'm not dividing it between any other location. I'm paying roughly the salaries of 5 lakhs. Later I will divide it with the fixed percentage method. So this is my source transaction which I'm posting now. Later I will divide the same salary expenses in between the locations like we have done it yesterday. So I'm saving this. Then I'll post it. I could have validated it before posting, but I know that there won't be any errors, so that is why I'm posting it directly. So here it is posted. It's posted to salary expenses account. Now we use step to create a rule and use that rule to allocate this particular amount after a period of time. So now guide me through what has to be done. So we have to do these 3 steps.
Yeah, first you have to go through ledger allocation.
Rule. So other than Susila, anyone, where is the ledger allocation rule? Navigate. Can you please navigate me to ledger allocation rule?
General ledger.
Okay. General ledger.
Allocations.
Okay, I'm in allocations.
Ledger allocation rules.
So here is ledger allocation rules. The third on ledger allocation rule. Yesterday we have created one rule, right? Today also we'll create another rule. So I'll click on new. So now
salary expenses allocation.
Salary expenses.
Fixed percentage.
Salary expenses allocation. I'll give it as FP, fixed percentage. Okay.
Active. You have to
So
give the tick mark.
I activated this rule. So next
General
step.
menu. General menu.
Go to general. And in general, all these things are coming from the that header place only, from the overview itself. So there are 2 important things that we have to select here. What are they?
One
Journal
method.
name and method.
Saideep.
Yeah.
So what we have to select?
Allocation method.
Okay, allocation method, which we am selecting fixed percentage method today. Now, okay. Then the journal name is going to journal name. It is allocation journal. So other than Susila, Sairam and Saideep, what is the next step to do in this? Anyone?
Next, we have to go to source.
Okay, going to source here. Then
Add new.
click on new. So what is my source criteria account?
Like
5 lakh one.
Seshu. Hello.
that account, salary expense account. We should put it.
The same salary expenses account we have used as a base transaction. In the base transaction, the same account I'm giving here, salary expenses account. All right. So that is my source. So I am dividing the balances that are existing in the salary expenses account into different location wise. Okay. So I'm selecting the source is salary expenses account. So what is the next step?
Destination.
We have to give the destination. So if I click here on destination, it is empty here. So what I have to do? Seshu, I can't hear you.
We have to select the destination for which we are paying salaries, means the destination locations.
So we have to select the destinations to which we want to allocate the balance in the salary expenses account. Right? So for that, I'll click here on new. So since we are using fixed percentage method, we can see this option here, how much percent to the criteria that we select here. So we can select criteria first and then we'll go back to the percentage. Okay. I am allocating my balances or sending my balance into the same salary expense account. Okay. But I'm using location as a combination, Hyderabad location. Okay. So for Hyderabad location, out of 5 lakhs salary expenses, how much percentage I want to give, I have to decide here. How? So I'll give 20% for Hyderabad location salaries. Okay. And I'll save this. So again, I'll create another destination. This time, can somebody say what I have to select here now?
To account the same 5 lakh one.
Okay. So account as 5 lakh one, which is salary expenses account.
Salary expense account.
Location.
Location as Bangalore.
Okay, I'll select Bangalore location. Then
Percentage 30.
percentage, I'll select 40%. Okay. So you can see percentage in total here. Percentage in total is showing 60. 40 plus 20. We have selected almost 60 and we still remain with another
40.
40% out of complete 100%. So for the other two rules, we'll select that remaining 40.
Yes.
For other two destinations. So I'll click on if. I'll select the same account, salary expenses account.
And expenses account. Finance.
So select another location as Chennai.
Chin.
And I'll give 25% here. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'll save this. So I gave 25. What is the total is 85. Now the remaining is 15.
15.
So I'll give that 15 to the remaining location, Mumbai. Okay. So I'm giving it here, giving the location as Mumbai. So we have, I have to give percentage, I'm sorry. I'm giving 15. So now complete 100% is done. Right, so I have created 4 destinations. I have given or allocated that 100% of amount into few different percentages to different locations. Now this rule is created and this is a complete rule. Now I can use this rule to or apply this rule on that salary expenses account and I can allocate the balances. So is it clear for everyone until here? What all we have done for creating this rule? Does anybody want this to be repeated? So if you want this to be repeated, yeah, you can raise your hand or you can just mute yourself, unmute yourself and just say we can repeat it, no problem. Understanding these steps is important. Clear guys? Seshu, Sairam.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay, Shiva.
Yes,
Sir, clear, sir. And one more doubt is this, sir. If we are giving us 15% into Mumbai, no, sir.
Okay.
If the expenses of Bangalore 40%.
Yes.
If Mumbai asking for us 20% extra, like he asking us 5%, we decrease our value on Bangalore.
Yeah,
How?
we can definitely reduce this. We can reduce this to 35% and we can increase the Mumbai percentage to 20%. Right?
Right.
So for Hyderabad and Mumbai, we have 20-20. For Bangalore, we have 35%. For Chennai, we have 25%. Okay, you can make changes anytime. Once after you use this rule, later once you can come back and change the percentages if you want to for the second time when you use it. Okay, don't worry about that.
Sir, we can alternative we can use it. If this month
You can also create another one, no problem.
Okay.
You can also create another rule if you want to, no problem. Okay. Okay. Firstly, understand how this rule works and how we will configure this. Later, you can do as many you want in practice, no problem. And do more practice and come back to me with doubts. Okay. Perfect then. So we have created this rule. And now we will use this rule. So I mean, let me see. Because of that only it is taking it. I mean, fixed percentage we have created. So we will use this. What is the next step to do here after creating the rule?
Process allocation request.
After creating the rule, actually we have to run the process allocation request, which is here. Okay, actually you can run the process allocation request from here, or else you can also do it from here. I am going to allocation journals here. You see here. And allocation journals here also I can see process allocation requests. Both are one and the same. Okay, that step and this step are one and the same. So let us go procedure wise only. I'll go step by step. So this step is completed. I'll go to this step. Process allocation request. So then here we have to select the rule, which rule we want to run. So which rule we want to run? This one, salary expenses allocation, right? So date last run, we don't run it anytime. So it is showing no date last run. If at all I select the first one, gift expenses, yesterday we ran it, right? So it is showing yesterday's date that we have used this rule yesterday. But this rule, salary expenses, we did not use, right? So no date last run here. Okay, then I have as of date. As of date means, so which transactions system should consider? System so starting from the beginning, so until which date? It only asking the date. Suppose if I want to send, I want like 1st of June. Before what all posted before 1st of June.
JP, your voice is
So
not audible.
that transactions only will be.
Yeah, you
Is it so for
JP, we can't hear you. The voice.
Is it okay enough? It is the same.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So this date, what we give here is the until date. So until which date that posted transactions for that account or the balance of that account has to be considered. You have to give condition to the system. Suppose if I say until today's date, so what all the balances that are existing in the salary expenses account until today's date, so that all the balance will be allocated. So for yes, today only we post a transaction, right? So for this date, so I have selected today's date itself. Okay, zero source actually, if at all there is no balance or there is no source in the account, I mean there is no balance at all in that particular account. So what system has to do? System has to anyway process it if even though there is no balance, or system has to stop this rule, running this rule. So that's what we have here. So we have process. If I keep stop balance in the source. In case if we have risk of having zero source, then you can keep stop here. So that if there is zero balance in the account, the process allocation request will not run. Okay, it will automatically get stopped. After understanding that there is no.
Hello, bro.
Yes.
There is a disturbance in your voice.
Your voice is not audible.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. I think it's because of the rain. Let me connect my mobile data. So how about now?
Yes, it's audible.
Guys, is it
It's
okay
audible.
enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, perfect then. So this zero source is all about having zero balance in the account that we have selected as the source. If at all we have zero balance in that particular account, we have selected salary expense account as source, right, in our rule. So in that rule, if that account have only zero balance, then system will stop processing it. If it does have any balance, system will process it. So here you can say in case of zero source, what system has to do? You can say either process or to stop. Anything you can say. Normally you can say stop means when there is no balance or source amount, it will stop automatically. It will stop running the rule. Once you run the rule, it will stop automatically saying that there is no balance in that particular account to allocate. That's all. So you can keep anything because we know that we have balance in this account. It's not a zero balance account. Fine. Then
JP, if you don't mind,
here
can
I
you
have
explain as of date?
proposal only or post only. As of date. Okay. So as of date means if I have I'll show it to you in an example. Suppose for 1st of August, the balance in salary
Still, your voice is breaking, bro. We are unable to hear you.
expenses account is 2 lakhs. So for there is another. Okay, now that's it for 12th of August, which means of today's date, there is another 1 lakh added. So total balance is 5 lakhs. It means until today's date, it will select 5 lakhs for allocation. If you select as of date as 5th August, it will select only this 4 lakhs amount for allocation. Because as of 5th August, there is only 4 lakhs, right? Even though I'm running the rule today on 12th August, even though I'm running it today on 12th August, if my selection is 5th of August, it will select only 4 lakhs amount. Because as of 5th of August, there is only 4 lakhs in the balance. Suppose if I run the rule as of August 1st, then what happens, Sairam?
2 lakh.
System will consider only 2 lakh amount to allocate. Okay. So now I'm running the rule for 12th of August, where it should consider the 5 lakh balance. So I'll go for today's date. Then I have proposal only or post only options. Proposal only means it will, once after I run this rule, the journal will be created and it is saved as a draft in the allocation journals. So we can review and post it later. You can make any changes if you want, or if there are any mistakes you have identified or anything that you have understood, you can delete that and run the rule once again. So for that purpose, we can use it as proposal only. If at all you are very confident that there and you want to post it directly, you can use this option as post only. So it will automatically post it. So we'll use only proposal so that we can review and post it later. Okay. Then I have GL posting date. To which date this allocation has to be posted, I can give here. Even though I'm dividing the balances of until as of date 12th of August, if I want to post it for the 30th of August, I can select 30th of August, so that GL transaction voucher date will be 30th of August. Even though I'm posting it today, the GL posting date will take as 30th of August. So when I have to post into Dynamics is the here, or the what voucher date should system consider is that will be given here. So normally when we create transaction, we will give a date, right? So the system will default pick today's date, but we can alter that date. So that same date here we can change transaction date. So I can keep it as today's date only rather than 30th of August. No problem. So what is release date? Does anybody have any idea? We have discussed what is the release date previously.
Release date means if we give the any date, so only on or after that date, system will post the there is a chance to post the transaction only on or after that date. If we try to post the transaction before the date, system will throw an error that this transaction will not be posted before that date.
Exactly. Good, Susila. So that's what about release date. Actually, if I give a date here, so I can't post the transaction before that date. I can either post it on or after that particular date. So suppose if I say that 15th of August, until 15th of August, I can't post this transaction. After on 15th or after 15th only, I can post this transaction. Even though journal will be created in allocation journal, I can't post it. So later there in journal, I can change the date if I want to, or overwrite that particular date in the created journal, and I can post it if I want to. But if you want to restrict your users or want to give them some time frame before posting this, or give some time frame for the reviewer to review it before posting, so you can say that for at least 3 days, let's keep it on hold so that reviewer can review it and say that it is fine, you can post it and user can post it. So for that purpose, we use release dates. So I'm not using any release date here. I'll normally post it whenever I want. Then I have some reason code here. So reason code means you can select a purpose or a comment why you are running this, or what is the purpose why you are running this. Anything you can give as a comment. Normally you can create reason codes. That will be the upcoming topic in general lecture. We'll create reason code and we can add a reason code here. It's not mandatory. It's just a optional configuration that if you want any comment here also you can give any comment, no problem. Like salary has salary mandatory allocation, something like that. So kind of reason comment you can give. Then we have this option called as batch job. So what is a batch job? Batch processing.
If we select the batch processing in the
It
back
will
end,
run in the background.
yeah.
So
It will
if I enable
automatically
this and click this, it will run in the background.
Background.
I can also give recurrence. Recurrence means to run the same criteria, same selection once again, whenever I want. So suppose if I enable this batch processing and give recurrence, like every month I have to run this batch job, starting from today's date. Okay, I am giving no end date, or I can say that end after 31st of December. I can say like that. So end after 31st of December. So starting from today's date until 31st of December, every month. So on 12th day of every month, once per every month, I want to run this batch job. That's the condition I'm giving in recurrence. So if I give recurrence and click on OK and run it in the batch job, so every month on 12th of every month, system automatically run the batch job and automatically allocate the balances as of that date. It will by default take the balances as of that date. The criteria also it will take as of that particular date, as of 12th of next month. So every month it will run automatically. This can be used if at all it is needed. Not most of them will use this, but this batch processing will be used in many areas. I mean, not only in this place, but in different areas they will use it. So we have seen it where we have seen it previously. Batch processing.
Currencies.
While import currency rate.
Okay, correct. While importing currency exchange rates, we have seen this. So for there we can configure a daily batch job every day one time at specified time, so that it will bring that day's latest exchange rates into system before users start the recording transactions for that day. If the batch job will run and bring all the exchange rates properly, then that day's exchange rates are brought into the system and latest exchange rates will be updated for the transactions that are done on that particular day. Okay, the same way in different places in Dynamics, we have this batch processing and recurrence process. So I don't want to run it in the batch. No, I'm not running it. I disable the batch and I am running it on the screen itself. Just click OK so that it will run here on the screen. So it's completed. I can see here operation completed. So let us see what it has done. So what is the third step we have to do, where we have to check the journal if it is created or not?
Allocation journal.
Allocation journal.
So go to allocation journal. So here I have a journal in draft, which is in not posted state. Let me go for lines. So here I can see this 5 lakhs balance, which we have posted into salary expense account. So salary expense account is being divided into salary expense account on the basis of location in the given percentage. For Hyderabad and for Mumbai, we have 20% right, equal percentage. So 20%, 20%, 35% and 35 or 35 only, right? For Bangalore and for Chennai, 35 and 25, I think. Yeah, 35% for Bangalore, 25% for Chennai. The same 5 lakhs into 20%, 5 lakhs into 35%, 5 lakhs into 25%. So usually we'll see that release date. If I have given the release date, I could have seen it here. Suppose if I given the release date as 15th of August, I can see it here. I can change it here. Or I can also give one release date now if I want to. No problem. Clear, guys? Result is clear, right? this entry. This is important. Understanding this result is important. Sayadeep, Naveen,
Yes, JP.
Santosh.
Yes, bro, understood.
Okay. Sairam Shankar,
Yes.
Seshu. Okay,
Yeah, fine, JP.
very good. Then I'll post this one. Fine. You know, the same salary expenses is reversed here, and the same will be allocated between different locations and again posted as debit. Perfect. Then what shall we do now? Let us discuss about the other method, this time with slightly different examples. So the third one, let's go for fixed weight method. I'll post a foreign currency transaction. Okay. And then I'll also allocate it to different accounts other than the same account. I will allocate it to another account as well as financial dimension, both of them. And also I'll give you the, I'll show you how it works. Okay. So for that, let me post the source transaction first. Okay. So for posting source transaction, which account shall we use? Do we have any unused account? Let me see. Unused account, travel expenses, miscellaneous, other expenses, electricity expenses. Let us see how much electricity expenses we have in trial balance. 5,02,000. Calculate. So I have electricity expenses of 3,000. Okay. So I will add some more electricity expenses to this 3,000. Suppose like I'll add another 27,000 or something like that. Okay. I'll just duplicate this tab. Or 47,000 I'll add it. Okay. Just to make it a round off. I'll go to general ledger. I'll go to general journals. Okay. 1 second. I'll show you something different. Okay. I'll go to general journals. I'm going to lines. So here I am posting electricity expenses. Here I'm using electricity expenses account. Okay. Electricity expenses of Hyderabad location only. Okay. Electricity expenses of Hyderabad location I have selected, and I did not select any other criteria. So only electricity expenses of Hyderabad. And what is the amount I will select? I'll select an amount like 50,000. Okay. So electricity amount of Hyderabad 50,000, and I'll select offset account as cash account. Enough. I'll post this. So once after posting it, so my balances will be like this. Under electricity expenses, actually this electricity expense, let me check once again. Okay, 3,000, right? So let me click on this 3,000 and see if there is any account tagged already. Electricity expenses, actually this is the second one, right? So first one we don't have. So for electricity expenses 3,000, we don't have any dimension value tagged. For the 50,000 which I have posted, I have a dimension value tagged as 100. You can see this Hyderabad location, I have 50,000. For no location tagged, I have 3,000. So I will divide the balances of only this one, which is having Hyderabad location tagged in, by leaving this 3,000. So how can I achieve that? I'll show you. Okay, I'll select the combination of main account plus dimension value as a source. Previously we have selected only a main account as a source. gift account as a source or salary expense account as a source. This time we will select main account plus dimension value as the source. Okay. So it is clear, right? So in electricity expenses without any dimension value, I have 3000. With Hyderabad dimension value, I have 50,000. So total 53,000 I have. So this is of the separation is clear, right? Everyone, any confusion?
No.
Sairam, Seshu.
No.
Okay. Good then. So we will go for allocating this balance. So the first step we have to do is create a ledger allocation rule here. So click on ledger allocation rule. We have two rules previously, so I'll create one more rule. Give the rule name as electricity expenses. Why I'm missing this? Electricity expenses Hyderabad fixed weight method I am using this time. Okay, electricity expenses Hyderabad location fixed weight method. I will allocate the expenses in between the departments today, not between the locations. Between the departments I will allocate the electricity expenses. So let us see how we can do that. Subtraction, I have to go to general. Here what I have to select? Allocation method. So what is the method that we have to select? Okay.
Fixed weight.
Fixed weight method. Okay. Journal name. I'll select the same allocation journal that we have created previously. Enough. What
Have
next?
To go to source.
Source. So going to source. I have
New.
to give a. I have to select
Main account.
Hyderabad location.
electricity expenses. Oh, I have selected electricity expenses, but I want to divide the electricity expenses posted for Hyderabad location, that 50,000 amount only. So for that sake, what I'll do is I'll add one more new here for the source only. So here, and other than main account, I'll select financial dimension combination. So I select financial dimension. Which financial dimension you want? It is asking here. I want financial dimension location because Hyderabad is location only, right? So in that, where is your Hyderabad location? It's value number 100. Refresh. So main account plus financial dimension combination I have selected. Clear? I'll do it once again. I'll remove it and I'll show you. First, I have selected main account like usual, how we have done for other two previous rules. So here I'm additionally selecting financial dimension, and the financial dimension name is location, and the source criteria, which means the value is Hyderabad value. Okay, so electricity expenses plus Hyderabad location. I want to divide this balance, which is of 50,000. Electricity expenses plus Hyderabad is 50,000, right? So I want to divide that balance. That is my agenda. Leaving that 3,000 apart. Then destination. Next is destination. If I click on destination, I can see empty here. I'll click on new to give a destination. So here I can select direct electricity expenses account, or I can select a different account also. Previously we have selected the same account, right? So for now we will select different account and see how it works. Okay. So I'm selecting a different account. So I'll select miscellaneous expense account. 5,05,000. Other than electricity expense, I'm selecting miscellaneous expense. Okay. Then I'm selecting department. So first I'll select location as well. Hyderabad location also needed, right? So the electricity expenses which are in the Hyderabad location, I am transferring the balances into miscellaneous expenses, as well as I'm allocating them between location as well as department. So I'm selecting Hyderabad location as well as finance department here. So this is my source only, Hyderabad until now. So I'm selecting Hyderabad plus finance department. So how fixed weight we have to give here. Previously we have given fixed percentage, right? So we have to give fixed weight here. So we have total of 50,000 balance. So in that 50,000, I can give some 10,000 balance for Hyderabad location. Finance department in Hyderabad location. I'll save this. I'll create new. I'll select the same miscellaneous expense account to which I have to transfer the balance to. Then I'll select Hyderabad location only. So within Hyderabad location, we have another department. So I'll select HR department. So for HR department, I'm charging another 5,000. So total for now is 15,000. There is another 25,000 pending. So we will also allocate that 25,000 in between different dimension values. Like we have different departments, HR, we have marketing as well, right? So we'll also do that. So I'll give the same 5,05,000 miscellaneous expense account here, other than electricity expenses. I'll select location as again Hyderabad only, but change the department to sales and marketing. So sales and marketing people are using, suppose assume that 9,000. So total 24,000. There is another remaining amount of 26,000. So our total 26,000 I'll give to the remaining department, operations department. Okay, just click on new, select the same miscellaneous expense account, go for location, Hyderabad location only, then go for department, operations department. So I'll give that remaining 26,000 amount, 26,000, and save this. Total now is 50,000. So that 50,000 balance that I have in that account, I am dividing it between different financial, different departments. So Hyderabad location only I have selected, but also this time I have selecting sub-segments in the Hyderabad location. So what are the sub-segments in the Hyderabad location? We have departments, finance department, HR, marketing, and operations. Since operations have more machines, so I am selecting 26,000 as large amount in the operations page. So this is how we can divide, or we can use the main account plus dimension combination balance to divide between other subsegments like departments or secondary dimension. So this is the primary dimension, right? Location is the main. So within location we have departments, right? So that is why I'm calling it as secondary dimension. So I also want to transfer the balance from electricity expenses to miscellaneous expenses. That is why I'm selecting different account here. Clear, guys? Is it clear until here what all we have configured? If it is clear, we can go and run the rule and see the results. Seshu, Bala, Sairam Shankar.
Yes.
Saideep, Naveen, is it clear? I
Yes,
see a
JP.
lot of silence. Okay. So now I'll just save this. So let it be like this. I'll go here to run the process allocation request. Here, process allocation request. Select the rule electricity expenses rule. As of date, process, okay. Proposal only. Then GL posting date is today's date, okay. Release date I'm not selecting, reason code is not needed. I'll just click on OK. So it gives me a message saying operation is completed. So I'll go here, go to allocation journals to check if the journal is created. So here it is, journal is created. Now, can anybody say what is the result here? What can be the result? Anyone looking into these destinations? Tell me what can be the result entry here.
Same 5,05,000.
Come on, it may be wrong.
Debit
say.
is miscellaneous expenses.
Of course, yes. Okay.
Miscellaneous
With 4 different locations. Departments.
No, it's a single location we have selected in destination.
Single four departments.
Okay, Saidi.
Single location with the 4 different departments.
to salary
Hyderabad
account.
location.
Please. Okay.
Okay, it's Hyderabad
Miscellaneous
location
expenses.
Okay, fine. Go on.
Miscellaneous expenses account plus Hyderabad location plus different departments is the account which will be debited. That is your assumption. Is that so? So miscellaneous expense account plus Hyderabad location plus different departments, 4 departments, 4 lines will be debited. So what is the credit? Credit account plus dimension value.
Credit account is electricity.
Okay, credit account is electricity expenses. Whatever the source we have selected, that will be credited. Okay, since it is an expense account which was previously debited, it will be credited. If it is a revenue account, it would have been previously credited. It will debit this time when it is reversed. Okay, so we are using expense account only, right? So it will be credited. Now, only electricity expenses account, or do we have any dimension value as well along?
We have departments, right? I mean,
Okay, do we have departments in source?
No, we have a financial dimension of location
No.
Hyderabad as given as
No.
source.
Okay, we only have electricity expenses plus Hyderabad location. That's all, right? So let us see what is the entry that is created. I'm going for lines. So I can see this entry. What is credited? So electricity expenses plus
Financial dimension.
electricity expenses plus Hyderabad location
Hyderabad
is
location.
credited for 50,000. So the same balance we had in trail balance for, I mean, electricity expenses plus Hyderabad location is reversed for 50,000. Now, so debit, you can see the same amount balance is transferred to other account, miscellaneous expense account, and to Hyderabad location and to various other departments. So whatever the amounts we gave here, like 10,000, 5,000, 9,000 and 26,000, same amounts are picked. And same dimension values we have given in the destination, Hyderabad location plus various other departments are selected. So clear guys, the result?
Yes.
All of you. Naveen, Susila, Seshu, is it clear?
Yes, JP.
Yeah, understood.
Okay, perfect then. Then I can post this one. So we have seen various scenarios. So it's now your part to practice. There is an error message. Let's see what is that error. Oh, there is an error stating that voucher do not balance as per accounting currency and reporting currency. Accounting currency is not having any disturbances. Coming to reporting currency, we have 0.01 cents difference because of the exchange rates. So for 50,000 reversing and for this account's reversing, we have different exchange rates, right? For converting this to you. I mean, we have same exchange rate, but the rounding off will be done, right, for each and every balance. So because of rounding each and every balance and because of rounding it one time, so there is a slight 1 cent difference because of which the voucher is imbalanced. I mean, the reporting currency balance is imbalanced and voucher cannot be posted. Now, how we have to overcome this issue, or
We
in order
can
to
we can
solve this issue. Oh, Sushila, you're saying something. We
give
can
rounding group, so system will
give.
let and at that. I mean, we have to give the
See, I'll show you. I'll show you the error clearly. Okay, this is normal transaction currency, which means our accounting currency also adding all of them, it is 50,000 only. There is no difference at all. So balance is 0 means it is clearly balanced for accounting currency. Coming to reporting currency, you can see balances here. For voucher number 3, is no number. So line having 1000. So
JP voice
two
is not
digits
audible.
we have it. Okay. Is it audible enough for remaining at least? Hello.
Now
Yes.
Respond,
it's
guys.
Yes, now it is.
Okay.
Can you please repeat
Okay,
the scenario once
perfect.
again?
I am repeating. Okay. This is our transaction currency as well as our accounting currency. It is US dollar only. When I see it here, 50,000 we have in credit, and adding all this, I am getting 50,000 only. The balance is 00, which means the voucher is balanced for accounting currency. Coming to reporting currency, you know, reporting currency, these balances will be converted into euro. Reporting currency is euro, right? So according to the existing exchange rate, these balances will be converted. So system converted the balances. You can see for the first line for 10,000 amount, system converted it into 8,492.57 euros. Same, this 5,000 is converted into 4,246.28, which means the nearest 1 cent is being rounded off here. You can see 5728. Whereas it comes to 9,000, it is rounded to 0.31, 7643.31. For the remaining 26,000, the balance of the reporting currency amount is 22,080.68. So by adding all these reporting currency balances and by adding this 42.462.85, which is the credit amount, so there is a 1 cent difference. After all, adding all these things, because of these points and cents we have right after the original numbers, so because of this cents difference, we have 1 cent difference. That is what system is saying. Accounting currency, there is no difference. It is 00 only. But in coming to reporting currency, there is 1 cent difference. So that is why system was unable to post this transaction. Understood this error? At least half of it. Anyone?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Because of conversion factor and because of the rounding off of cents to only 2 digits, there is a 1 cent difference comparing the debit balances to the total credit balance in the reporting currency. So that is why system is showing the error message. Voucher is imbalanced for reporting currency, so it cannot be posted. So in order to avoid these kind of issues, or to post these difference balances into some other account, which is some temporary accounts we have, a balance, I mean, this 1 cents, 2 cents will be transferred to some accounts called as temporary accounts for automatic transactions we have. So we have to configure an account there. So I'll show you where I have to do that. So here in general ledger, under posting setup, which is the last menu, I have here accounts for automatic transactions. General ledger, posting setup, accounts for automatic transactions. So I'll go here in accounts for automatic transactions. Here I don't have any accounts, but I have to give 2 accounts here. I'll click new. Posting type I have to select. So here I see penny difference in reporting currency, penny difference in accounting currency. 2 posting types I have. So here what we got penny difference in accounting reporting currency, right? So I will select that penny difference in reporting currency. For that I'll create a new account as penny difference account. Quickly I'll do that.
Can I ask
So
one question?
Yes, please.
We did not get this kind of error in previous transactions, right? Any reason why we got this in this particular transaction?
Because in previous transactions it was a single transaction. There are no allocations, or most of the times there are no broken transactions. Only one side compound entry with 1 credit amount and 2 debit amounts. So that time system has rounded it to the correct numbers only. This times in more numbers. Or previously also we have done actually, but there we have first is equally method. In equally method, you know, it have divided it into the same number, so there won't be any difference. Whereas it comes to previous fixed percentage method, somehow system managed it, or the round offs are cleared with the reporting currency. There are situations where in this kind of situations, sometimes you'll get this 0.1 cent or 0.02 cents difference like this. It all depends on the amounts and the exchange rate. So system might throw error, or there might be imbalances, or there may not be imbalances. So most rarely when doing foreign currency transactions or having a reporting currency, you will get these kind of errors. And in order to overcome those errors, you have to configure these kind of accounts.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any difference in reporting as well as accounting? I'm giving the same account. Okay, I'm giving it as, I can give it as profit and loss account only actually. I'll just change this number to 6 lakhs. Okay. Profit and loss account means it can be debited or credited according to the situation. So always I don't only post expense transactions, right? So I will also post revenue transactions. So it will debit and credit accordingly. In order to balance the voucher, the same account will debit and credit in different situations. So I'll use this account and I'll give this account here. Account for pen reporting currency. Also for accounting currency, I'll give the same account. Sometimes when I get any errors in accounting currency also, that will get reversed, or that will be reversed. So I'll save this. Now I'll go back. Since I have given that account, now I will refresh this and I will post it once again. So this time let us see if it get posted or not. Again I have the same error. Again that 1 cent. We have one more thing to do actually, I forgot to. So in general ledger, under ledger setup, general ledger parameters, I have this rule here, maximum penny difference in reporting currency. How much system can allow as a maximum penny difference? Here it is 1 cent, right? Sometimes it can be 10 cents also, or sometimes it can be any number. So that's why I'm saying at least up to 10 cents allow surrounding difference. So I'm giving 10, saving it. Okay. Then I'll go back again to this voucher. This time at least I'll post it. So I'm posting it. So now it is posted. So let us check the voucher where the issue has appeared and how it is cleared. We can understand now. Okay. So see here. For accounting currency, the voucher is clearly balanced. I don't have any difference. Coming to reporting currency, there is a 1 cent difference, right? So that 1 cent is now posted into penny difference in reporting currency posting type. So for that posting type, we have selected an account, right? It's this one, penny difference in reporting or accounting currency, 6 lakhs account. So it is selecting the same account for penny difference. So system automatically picks that account from accounts from automatic transactions to avoid these kind of error messages. So when you are doing foreign currency transactions, there are many situations when you might face this kind of penny difference errors because of broken vouchers or having multiple lines in a single voucher. So most of the times you will get. So system will automatically avoid such errors by using these kind of accounts for rounding off that 1 cent or 2 cents amount. So mostly for revenues and expenses, for anything you will get it, for purchase transactions, for sale transactions and everything. So this account only will automatically gets debited, credited according to the situation whenever you have this penny differences. Only to balance the voucher. Okay. So that is the concept of this penny difference in reporting and accounting. This is a concept to be explained later in, but some more situation came early, so we got to learn it early. Clear, guys? Any confusion in this one? Bala, Sairam?
No.
Sushila?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So this is posted now. So we have seen all the 3 methods until. So do practice them perfectly. These ledger allocations at least is very important for interview sake. They will ask in interviews mostly. And they will also stress you on basis method. Today, give me 5 minutes. We'll just discuss about what is basis method. Tomorrow again, I'll repeat what is basis method, just to give you an overview. I'll just say what is a basis method. So anybody have any idea what is a basis method? Anyone?
No.
No? Okay. I'll give a common example, very common example for basis method. I am expending advertisement expenses on my company. Okay. Advertisement expenses for complete year. Okay, it is 1 lakhs. 1 lakh advertisement expenses. So okay, when I do advertisement, I don't separately do advertisements for my location wise, right? I will do advertisement for my brand or my product. So being a company which is located in different areas like Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, and Mumbai, I will publish or telecast my advertisement in different media in for all the people in the country. It's not specific to any particular location. So this 1 lakh rupees that we have expended for advertisement expenses in the starting of the year, suppose, is not for any location. We have expended it for the whole company. Okay, so what we will record when we post such kind of, when we incur such kind of transaction, advertisement expenses will be debited, cash account will be credited. So no location is selected, no department is selected, no cost entry is selected, nothing is selected. That is a rough entry that I post. Okay. So later, because of this advertisements, people will come and buy my product. So when they buy product, I'll get revenues. So revenues can be divided on the basis of location. So I have 4 places, right, where I sell my goods or where my goods are available: Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, and Mumbai. 4 locations. So whenever I record revenues, I'll definitely tag my location. From which location, how much I'm earning, I will definitely calculate that. So for this complete year, I got revenues from Hyderabad location, almost like 3 lakh revenues. Coming to my Bangalore location, I got 5 lakh revenue. Coming to revenues, Chennai, I got 2 lakh. Sorry, 2 lakh revenues. Coming to revenues, Mumbai, I got 4 lakhs. Okay. At the end of the year, so usually whenever I get revenue, we will record, right? We will record revenue, and from which location we are receiving it, we will definitely tag a dimension value. So at the end of the year, we can track them for which dimension value, how much revenue we have earned, for which location, how much revenue we have earned, we can easily track. So I tracked it and I understood that from these locations for the complete year, I have earned this much of revenues. So in the ratio of 3:5:2:4. So is it clear until here? This revenues, earning revenues, everybody?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
perfect. Then my company is now in an idea that, so since we have given advertisement expenses or expended advertisement expenses for all the locations at a time in the beginning of the year, now I want to allocate this advertisement expenses in the ratio how I have earned the revenues. Okay, I have earned revenues in 3:5:2:4 ratio, right? So in the same ratio, I want to allocate this advertisement expenses to different locations. So all the 4 locations. Clear? So on the basis of revenues, I want to allocate my advertisement expenses to different locations. That is my agenda. So if I want to do it, basically I can do it. So 1 lakh divided by 3. So not 3 actually. 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 14. So 1 lakh into 3 divided by 14 will be the value here. So that will be the amount that can be allocated into Hyderabad location, advertisement expenses, Hyderabad. right? So this is the ratio 3, 5, 2, 4, which means 3 by 14, 5 by 14, 2 by 14, and 4 by 14. That is the ratio. According to that ratio, I want to divide the advertisement expenses in between the locations at the end of the year by basing upon the revenues that I have received. I want to allocate my advertisement expenses, which we posted in the starting of the year. I want to allocate them in the end of the year. So for that purpose, we use basis method. Okay. Understood? Half at least.
Yes.
Okay. How many yes? How many no's?
Yes, yes.
I hear only all yeses, no no's. Right. So that is why we call this as basis method. We use revenues as basis to divide advertisement expenses. In the same way, we use any other account balance as a basis to divide the account balances of other account balances. So that is why we call this as a basis method. So remember this point. So basis method is used to allocate the balances of one account on the basis of the balances in the other account. So you can clearly say this example in interview. Suppose if I take the example of advertisement expense and revenues. So advertisement expenses are expended only once in a year. For example, in the starting of the year, we post advertisement expenses. They are expended for whole company. We don't divide advertisement expenses on the basis of location in the starting itself, because we don't know how much each location expends for advertisements. We expend it on the whole company to market or to brand the product for branding of product. In the later part, once after we receive any revenues from different locations, and if our business units, what we call, company want to divide the advertisement expenses on the basis of the revenues that we have received for different locations. So we can use basis method or configure a basis method to do the same. So tomorrow we will see how we can configure this and apply this and bring out some results according to our expectations for the same example. Okay. So that would be all for today. Then we can drop off if you're okay. I'll just stop this recording until here.